Welcome to Limaland Motorsports Park qualifying underway for the PokePrints by in Big Block Modified Tour. 10 drivers out here to face the dirt of Limaland Motorsports Park. Cameraman is hyper right now, jumping between every car we have on track apparently. How about we stick with one here, cameraman? Casey Graves in the 01 currently fastest, completing his third lap. Third lap slower will stay at a 12.414. That will be your current pole sitter. Cliff Mullins sits in second. The 82 machine. Those two cars complete their qualifying. Matt Menke sitting at the end of pit lane. There he starts to roll. Also on track, Damon Nagel in the 86 machine. Damon, there he is. As both drivers start their first timed lap. You get 3 laps plus your warm-up. Takes your fastest lap. Damon Nagel goes to second. Able to get past Cliff Mullins on that leaderboard. .503 for Damon. 12.486 on that final lap. Got down into the fours. He'll sit in second. Rolling out now, Hayden Lowell. Napa Auto Parts 56 machine. Egan currently second quick with a 12.430, just 4 thousandths off of Casey Graves' pole sitting time. Lucas Weissman is starting to roll. Number 97 and the 44 are both. Corey Deal, welcome back. Been a while since we've seen him. First time in the Big Block mods. Lucas and Corey start their qualifying about the same time. Lucas with a 12.5 on the first lap should put him fourth. Corey Deal a 12.52 puts him fourth. Lucas second lap slightly quicker, not enough to jump ahead of Corey Deal. Corey Deal drops down to the 14s with a 14.9. Not what he was looking for as he lost it across the line. Lucas moves up on that third lap with a 41 all the way to the third spot. Nice job there by Lucas. Damon getting some extra practice in. Corey Deal's disappeared from the track. Damon's the only one we have to show you. Scott Elson, Ethan Evers, Nick Cooper not taking qualifying efforts. And Damon Nagel smacking the wall is probably going to be the last thing we get to show you. Hopefully the 86 team can get that car fixed back up before the heat race. Top 5 in the heat will be inverted for the main event. We have 8-lap heat. A little bit of a warm-up between. Waiting to get into qualifying. 20 seconds ticking off. Nobody out on track, so should be all wrapped up. Casey Graves looks to be your pole sitter for the heat race. Nick Cooper will start 8th, I'd imagine. Don't know who has a higher dirt iRating between Elston and Evers. We shall wait and see. Clock hit 0. Field is set. Elston will be 9th, Evers 10th, so Elston has the higher iRating on dirt. And your field for the heat is set. Drivers have 1 minute to get out onto the racing surface. Casey Graves, your pole sitter, the white, orange, and black 01 machine. Waiting for Hayden and Cliff to get on track. They seem to be taking their sweet time. Cliff's made his way onto the track. Hayden was in the middle of a fantasy draft of some sort. Maybe he is waiting on that? Question mark. There he is. Casey Graves will start first. Hayden Lowell will start second in the Napa 56 machine. Lucas Oispa in the 97 red, white, and blue Summit Racing car will start in the third spot. And the PokePrints spy in number 86 for Damon Nagel. Starting in the fourth spot, Corey Deal, the real deal 44 purple, black, neon, yellowish green. Number 44 car starting in fifth. Cliff Mullins, the red and black 82 machine, starts in sixth. Matt Benke in the Amtrak 36 starts in seventh. Nick Cooper in this 34 machine will start in eighth. Scott Elson has the 35 white machine starting in ninth spot, and Ethan Evers has the number 8 for Bass Pros starting in 10th. 10 cars, Limaland Dirt, Limaland Motorsports Park. Eight-lap heat race. Caution laps don't count. Top 5 will be inverted for the main event. And that's about all you need to know. Green flag is out. Casey Graves, Hayden Lowell charge to turn 1. Lucas Hoyso makes contact. Around went someone behind him. Couldn't tell who that was. It was a chaos back there. Well, up front, Hayden Lowell.
It was my fault. I called Cooper.
Nick Cooper down low, Hayden up the track. Casey would love to clear Hayden and get whatever groove he wants. I'm glad you didn't wrap your car around the pole. Casey Graves finally clears Hayden, and they go nose to tail 1-2. Lucas, after the contact early on, car looks okay. Sits in the third spot. Nick Cooper up the fourth from 8th. Such a short order moving up the field. Matt Benke in 5th. Corey Deal is 6th. Ethan Evers 7th. Scott Elson in 8th. Cliff Mullins 9th. And Damon Nagel disappointing back in 10th. He'll have to regroup for the main event. 3 laps to go in this heat race. Casey Graves led from pole. Hayden will throw it to the top side, try to find some speed where he can, or at least learn a lesson for the main. Gave him a ton of speed into the corner.
I missed
Somehow that did not bring out the caution. White flag in the air. The leader's right behind Matt. And checker flag. Casey Graves gets the win here in the heat. Hayden Lowell, Lucas Hoytsma, Nick Cooper, and Corey Deal, your top 5. That means Corey Deal will be your pole sitter for the main event.
I didn't want to start up front anyway. I don't know why he's disconnecting. Like, I'm really sorry about turn 1. I dove in too deep, I guess, and I had to slam on the brakes and I get into Casey, and then got tight.
Yeah. A lot of things did happen. 5-minute warm-up. See if we can have a chat with Casey Graves. Casey went in the heat race there. Drop down and give him a quick talking to once I can find him. Casey, DG, you get a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha. Well,
we were able to go flag to flag on that heat race. How do you feel about the main event starting back in the field in 5th?
Oh, damn it. I just damn tell.
Damn.
Not so good after about breaking my arm.
Don't break your arm.
Well, Nick Cooper's in the field, so if we can get second.
So that's the goal, just because Nick's here? I mean, you could always just go out there and wreck him.
He would still probably win.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know. It's ring around the rosy on the bottom, hopefully the top.
Hopefully the top will come in a little bit.
Yeah, tracks seem to widen out better in the feature. Practice qualifying.
All right, hopefully we'll get some multi-groove racing here in the main event. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Lucas, DG, you got a copy?
Yep.
Hi.
Hello.
How was it out there in that 8-lap little heat race?
Well, I feel like a piece of shit because I caused Damon to wreck and I think a couple others. So, just hate that happened right there. Just a bad situation. And well, I mean, at least I'll have a decent starting spot for the feature. So, I mean, but you know, Nick Cooper's gonna be starting in front of me. So, unless it takes me a while, I guess he might do that. But yeah, I didn't feel too confident there. I felt awesome in practice and qualifying, and now I lost my confidence.
Oh no, we'll have to find it back here in the warm-up. Good luck.
Thanks.
Nick, DG, you got a copy?
Yeah.
There he is. Hi. Well, everyone's telling me you're going to win this thing. How do we feel about coming from, what, second spot?
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I heard it's rather one lane. Are you going to risk taking an EOL here and driving through the field to have some fun, or are you going to start up towards the front?
I don't think it's one lane. This track's gonna heat up faster with it being smaller, so I don't think it's gonna be one lane.
And 4. Well, he didn't give us the whether he's going to the back or not, but good luck to you in the main. Nick Cooper keeping it a mystery on us. Whether he's going to go to the back or not. He likes to go to the back and drive through the field, but passing seems to be a bit difficult here tonight, so we'll see if he chooses that option. Ethan.
Yep.
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Hey, Cliff.
What?
One word to describe your night.
Fuck this.
That's 2 words, asshole.
Oh, hyphen.
Fuck hyphen this. Perfect. All right, well, have fun out there on the night.
Okay.
Hi, Damon.
Hello.
5 words to describe your night.
This track bleeping sucks balls.
Perfect. It puts on really good racing for like the late models and the street stocks, but and we'll see how it does with these high horsepower things. Good luck to you out there.
Have a good one.
That was pretty good. Mr. Scott Elston.
Hello.
3 words to describe your night.
Long, cold, and busy.
There you go. Long, cold, and busy. All right, man. Good luck to you in the main event.
All right, thank you, sir.
Kyle Ray.
Hello.
2 words to describe your night.
Why hyphen am I hyphen here?
Because you want to be, right?
I read it iRacing, I guess.
Because you thought it was a good idea at the time.
At 3 o'clock, I was calling my name in the morning.
Well, all right, sir. Good luck in the main event.
Am I on the pole?
Did you finish 5th?
Yes.
Yes.
I need an adult.
Okay. Have fun. Bye. That was fun. All right. Here we go. Here we go. 10 cars. 40 laps. He lied to us. He said 35. 40 laps. Due to the invert from the heat
Give me
race.
an EOL, Damon, if you don't mind.
There is the EOL for Nick Cooper. He is going to go to the tail of the field.
I could have fixed it. I could have just pushed and turned and took you out lap 1. Corey Hill's going to be your pole sitter. Nick I absolutely
Cooper
love my sponsors.
going to go to the tail of the field. Lucas Oiswell will be lining up basically, well, yeah, still 3rd. Just Hayden would get moved up to the front row, but Hayden's not on track yet. He's taking his time. There he is. Hayden in the 4th spot. Kason Graves will start in 5th. Ethan Evers 6th. Scott Elson 7th. Cliff Mullins 8th. Damon Nagel in 9th. And Matt Mankey will round out your 10-car field. Now Nick Cooper is going to take an EOL. He'll go to the tail of the field and start 10th overall. Move everybody in the outside lane up a spot, so Hayden Lowell becomes second, Ethan Evers becomes fourth, Cliff Mullins becomes sixth, and Matt Mickey becomes eighth. Second of our pre-race pit laps. Pace laps. I don't know why I said pit laps. Pace laps. Pace truck's off. We're waiting for Barney to wave that green flag on the front stretch. And we are underway here at Limaland Motorsports Park. Corey Deal jumping over a tire already. Hayden Lowell gets contact with Corey Deal. They go sideways into the corner. They're going to slide and keep it under control. Now we're 4 wide for the race lead, and it becomes Nick Cooper from the back of the field, still in 10th. Casey Graves, Ethan Evers. Evers around the outside on that white 8 car. Hayden's going to slide up the track right in front of him. Ethan cuts it a little too sharply. Get back to the inside. Ethan will lead that lap. Make contact with Hayden. Hayden keeping it up there by the wall. Casey Graves down low. Ethan Evers gives him a little nudge. Ethan drops to third as now Graves and Hayden battle for the front of the field. Wow, that was a wild opening 2 laps. Casey Graves, Hayden Lowell nearly make contact again. Hayden's entering so low, it's making the car on his inside kind of get in his door and then cut it back. Hayden Lowell now out in front. Casey Graves second. Casey tries to find a way around the Napa car, goes all the way up to the outside wall. Ethan Evers, Lucas Hoisfeld battle for the 3rd spot. Ethan out there in the 8, former real-life dirt driver. Oh, I think that was Casey Graves grabbing the wall a little bit there. Nick Cooper's made his way from the tail of the field up to 6th, something to keep an eye on. He always shows up towards the front at the end of these things. It's like he's using the high line to make passes. Next up for him would be Cliff Mullins holding down the 5th spot. Battle for the lead, battle for 3rd, battle for 5th. Lots of battles going on. Ethan hanging on to that 3rd spot. Mullins and Cooper battle for 5th. Nearly make contact. Cooper had to really jam on the brakes there to stay off the 82. Swoop around the bottom. Cliff will cut it back to the inside, try to get position back on the 34, but it's not going to be enough. 34 Nick Cooper moves up a spot. No, driving with the fractured wrist in the rain is not a good idea ever. Matt Binky has gone around in the 36. Looks like he caught the outside wall with that right front. And out of turn number 2, that right front's will catch the wall, and around it goes. And a little contact with Corey Deal. Hopefully Corey's car is not too messed up from that. Check the 44. It was. He's on the pit lane to get the fast repair. He's trying to figure out how the pit lane works.
I don't know how to pit here.
There you go. I don't know how to pit here. There's yellow cones.
Top.
There you go.
Black.
No, I didn't get a black. That's what I was putting in.
He might. Still. We'll see.
Okay, did it. I give up.
It's funny. Green flag racing. We missed the start.
For the restart.
Lucas did pick up a black for the restart. I think they switched lanes on where they started, and sometimes that triggers a flag. Both the 56 and 97 get up and into the outside wall there. 3rd place, Casey Graves. Kind of inch his way in there, and that yellow and white and black 0-1. I don't know why I said yellow. Cliff Mullins in the 4th spot, Nick Cooper 5th. Ethan Evers has fallen to 6th. Battle for the lead. Lucas Oyster trying to find some way around that 56. We approach halfway in this one. Oh, Lucas got a little piece of the wall there. Kind of messed up his entry. Able to gather it back in. Casey not able to take advantage down low. It's like Corey Deal still trying to figure out how to pit here.
Yeah, she would.
Hayden into the wall. Casey Graves into the wall. Nick Cooper keeping it right around the bottom. He's trying to take 3rd place now from Casey Graves. Able to keep it nice, tidy, and smooth right around the bottom. Nick Cooper able to make up ground down low. Oh! Hayden and Lucas get together. Hayden goes around and collects Casey Graves, puts Nick Cooper in the lead. And caution finally waves. Let's go back and see what happened between Lucas and Hayden. Hayden gets into the wall. That turns him around too much. Lucas couldn't stay off of him, and the round goes Hayden, and it collects Casey Graves in there as well. Nick Cooper, by running the bottom, just got gifted the lead. Didn't get collected in that. Unfortunate for Lucas. Had nowhere to go. Nothing he did wrong. Just Hayden lost it in front of him. Lucas had nowhere to go. Can't really turn on a dime on the dirt.
It's like there's no lucky dogs in dirt.
No lucky dog.
No lucky dog in dirt because caution laps don't count. So how would you get a lap back?
Alright, so Rick 35.
Hayden gets a nice jump from that outside line. Casey Graves in the 2nd spot. Looked like the caution came out and it allowed Hayden and Casey to stay ahead of Nick Cooper, but really screwed Lucas. That is bizarre how that worked out. Cooper right back down to that bottom lane. Everyone else up high except for Damon Nagel in the top 6 cars. We got one around. Looks like Cliff Mullins in the 82. Let's go back and see what happened to Cliff. Catches a bit of the tire. Still okay. Oh, he got into the corner and Ethan Evers just sent it in there much harder than Cliff did. And that caused Ethan to collect the right rear of the 82 and spin him out. Those two both in the Gearheads of Racing C2X, whatever you want to call it, channel for the dirt.
Oh, wait, what? I tapped the fours. I didn't know this was a road group.
Under caution here at Limaland. Hayden out in front. Casey Graves 2nd. Nick Cooper 3rd. Ethan Evers in 4th. Then everything starts jumping around because caution laps don't count and it really confuses the scoreboard. Lucas Hoyso back up to 6th. Maybe he can make a charge here on the restart. Hayden launches. Casey going to try to hold on for 2nd here. Oh, contact between Casey. There's wrecks all over the place. Pretty sure in the back of the field, Matt Benke went around. Cliff got into the back of him, punished him around. Up the track he goes. Jeez. Stuff happening everywhere. Meanwhile, Nick Cooper has made his way to 2nd. Lucas Hoysa is back up to 3rd as he throws the slider across Ethan Evers' nose. What a send that was. Damon Nagel, Lucas Hoytsman, while we watch that. Lowell and Cooper battling for the lead. Both of them will top on this end. 14, now 13 laps to go from Limaland Motorsports Park. This is not one of the fan favorite tracks, but it's been putting on some fairly decent racing. Evers, Hoytsma, Nagel all up against the fence. Casey Graves falling all the way to 6th. Scott Elston 7th. Cliff Mullins 8th. Matt Benke in 9th. Corey Deal 1 lap down in 10th. Wicked, hello. Watching the battle for the lead with 10 laps to go at Limaland Motorsports Park. Nick Cooper wrapping the bottom still. Hayden Lowell keeping that momentum up on the high lane. Cooper looking for any mistake from Hayden. He touched grass. Was it awful? Ethan Evers trying to hold off Lucas Hoytsma for the last spot on the podium. We'll cut it back to the inside, and they'll be side by side going into one. Lucas going to slide it up the track. Ethan going to cut it back to the inside. They make contact. Lucas was already up against the fence, though, so it didn't spin him. And Lucas takes over that third spot. Back to the lead. They're side by side. Going into 3 and 4. Hayden all the way up at the top. Nick Cooper leaving him a lane. Hayden continues to lead with 6 laps to go. Hayden's starting to get desperate. You can see he's starting to search for lines. Doesn't want to run as high, keeping Nick Cooper pinched down a little bit. It's entering lower and exiting higher. At the line, that would have been Hayden. 4 laps to go. Nick Cooper's going to slide it up the track. Hayden's got to cut it back. And Hayden throw the slider. He does not. Nick Cooper's going to take the lead. 3 laps remaining. Nick Cooper to the front from the tail of the field on the start. Hayden's now going to throw the slider. Nick Cooper was not ready for it, but still able to cut it back in there. Hayden kind of surprised them with that one, but still able to get back to the outside. 2 laps to go. Nick Cooper holding the lead. Hayden will throw the slider again. Nick more than ready this time. And the 4th caution waves. So we're going to get a restart. What has happened? They quickly changed and I couldn't tell who brought it out. Was it Corey? Oh, there it is. It is a red card. Damon Nagel, perhaps? I think that is the 86 of Damon Nagel. He's behind Ethan Evers, ahead of Casey Graves. Catches the wall on exit.
You got that horrible bumper damage. You're going to pull in a bit.
And you can't do that.
I got a meatball.
Do you really?
No, he's a liar.
No, I'm kidding.
He's a liar.
Actually, I don't even think you can get meatball on dirt.
Try me.
Oh, yes, you can. Ask me how I know.
Single file for the restart. Nick Cooper is your control car. 2 laps to go when we turn him loose. Green flag back out of the air. Nick Cooper gets the jump. Hayden Lowell going to be contending with Lucas Hoytsma. Saw those two have a hell of a finish for the win one week, but here they are battling for second as Nick Cooper jumps out to the lead. White flag. Next time by. And there it is. White flag in the air. Final lap of the race. Nick Cooper has the lead. The second place battle. Both go up into the outside wall. That's going to open the door for Ethan Evers and Casey Graves. They make contact for third. Ethan trying to get it from him. Checker flag waving. Who's going to get this third place? And it is going to be Ethan Evers by a frame rail, it looked like.
Good race, Ethan.
Nick Cooper with the win. Hayden Lowell second. Ethan Evers grabs the podium spot.
You did good.
That was a hell of a battle for third. Casey Graves fourth. Lucas Hoytsma, your top 5. Let's go track down Nick Cooper. Winner here at Atlanta.
We are off next week. See you in a couple weeks.
There you go. We're off next week. Nick, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, it's kind of wild out there, but you made it work. Looks like you were trying the high line, trying the low line. The low line seemed to be your favorite. How was it out there?
It was fun. I kind of had to burn my tire off a little bit more than I wanted to
How did you
make it
miss
up
me,
there with
Corey?
them, but a lot of fun for sure.
I'm glad you had fun coming up through the field. It was a good time to watch. We got the Friends Family sponsor shout-outs for your victory here at Limaland.
I just gotta thank you guys for putting it on, and it was a fun race.
All right. Appreciate you coming out. Hopefully we'll see you back here in a couple weeks' time. We're off next week, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Nick Cooper in the 35. Now we track down the 56 of Hayden Lowell. Hayden, DG, got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, how's the draft going?
Draft is over. I think we did fairly well.
Oh, yeah? Give me a grade of your draft. How do you feel you did?
Personally, I feel like I got a B+ to an A- roster here. Hang on, let me pull up. What does the ESPN report card give me? The ESPN report card gives me a C. So.
So you probably did good because ESPN's always wrong.
Exactly.
All right, man. Congrats on this P2 here at the dirt race. It looked like it was fairly mundane. I mean, you had a few moments, but still, like, it wasn't overly exciting, you know? You just kind of got in your comfort zone and chilled there, it seemed like.
Yeah, I definitely had no pressure behind me whatsoever, especially from a Nick Cooper. So.
Yeah, because he was in front of you.
For the last 2 laps. So that was fun, honestly. So, not mad about it at all. Held off Nick for a lot longer than I thought I could. So, proud of that.
The slider was really entertaining.
Yeah, I was like, if I don't get ahead of him here, he's probably gone. So I felt like that was my last chance, and barely cleared him. Kind of worked, and then the caution came out at the wrong time, and he got the lead back. So, terrible restart. Fought with Lucas there for second, and brought it home second anyway.
TN4, yeah, the Friends Family sponsor shoutouts for the second place here at Limaland.
Yeah, Napa Auto Parts, Arc Music, C2X, Madigan Motorsports, Low Drag Esports, as always. You Swiss for putting on the broadcast and PokePrints on what is it? Whatnot?
Etsy.
Etsy.
Yeah. PokePrints by Ian on it.
Yeah, Etsy for helping us put on the broadcast for our dirt big blocks. Heck
yeah. All right, man. Congrats on the P2. Good run for you tonight, and hopefully we'll see you next week after 2 weeks after the break. That's what I was trying to say. We got a break next week. Yeah. All right, man. Are you running CTC at all this week?
Absolutely.
All right, we'll see you over there then.
Thank you very much, Wes. We'll see you.
Hayden Law, we're going to home P2. Check out Mr. Ethan Evers actually in the waiting room. Oh, my goodness, somebody in the waiting room. Ethan Evers. Hello, my friend. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Dude, you got a podium on dirt. How good does that feel?
Feels like I kind of know what I'm doing, huh?
Yeah, it looks like you might have actually been a dirt racer at one point in your life.
Yeah. This one is kind of more shaped like my home track, so it kind of felt a little bit natural. I'd more like to run the bottom, but I just couldn't hold it at the bottom or make speed down there.
Yeah, does it make you feel good that your dad's been watching all night too?
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So maybe he thinks I know what I'm doing too. Maybe he might be like, all right, maybe he doesn't suck after all.
Damn. Well, congrats on the podium finish. You had a hell of a battle there with Casey Graves coming to the line. How much fun was that?
Yeah, I was trying to stay off of him. I didn't even know something happened to Lucas, and we were able to get by him. All I saw was just Casey, and I was trying to stay off of him and hold the bottom, because when you throttle up, it starts going towards that wall.
Yeah, real quick.
And I was like, oh shit, we're going wreck.
But you didn't. You brought it home third, and you did a good job holding off the rest of the guys that were trying to rebound from their little contact. And yeah, sometimes you have to be lucky, right? And why not? You brought it home third. You had a good run going on night. You were in the top half of the field and then stole a couple extra spots at the end there. It was pretty cool to watch and see you get a good podium finish here for all your hard work you've been doing on the dirt over the past few seasons. Yeah, so that's my proud Swiss moment. Hope you had a good time out there. And
I appreciate it. I'm starting to enjoy this more. Now that it's pushed back to a time I can make it, I'm going to try to make it every week.
Hell yeah, sounds good. Well, I'm glad to have it, and hopefully we can continue that momentum, Have some fun.
Yeah, man. Get better at it. Well, maybe we can compete with Nick one day when I'm old.
You mean one day when Nick is old?
Yeah. I don't even know how old he is, but he's fucking waxing our ass.
Yeah, we got to get him up into like the 40s and 50s where his, the quickness starts to go away, and then maybe we'll have a chance.
Maybe.
All right, man. Congrats on the podium finish here tonight. Get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
I appreciate it.
Ethan Evers in the 8, bringing it home P3, then Casey Graves 4th, and Lucas Weisberg brought it home 5th, Cliff Mullins 6th, Damon Nagel finished 7th, Scott Elson 8th, Matt Binky 9th, and Corey Deal round out our 10 car field here at Limaland. Congrats once again to Nick Cooper, tonight's winner. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Thanks once again to our friends at PokePrint by In over on Etsy for getting our broadcast going this season. Appreciate them so much for coming on board. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast, and we will see you in the next event. Wraps up the YouTube, just a Twitch stream now. Get the music back on. Continue the vibes.